பகவான் ஸ்ரீ ராமகிருஷ்ணருடைய அளவில்லாத கருணையினால அவ்வப்பொழுது நமக்கு சாதுக்களுடைய சங்கத்தை ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுக்கின்றார். நம்முடைய விழுப்புரம் மடத்திற்கு இன்று ஸ்ரீமத் சுவாமி ஸ்வாத்மாராமானந்தஜி மகாராஜ் சவுத் ஆப்பிரிக்கா தேசத்திலிருந்து வந்திருக்கிறாங்க. சவுத் ஆப்பிரிக்காவில் நமக்கு 3 பெரிய மடங்களும் 7 சிறிய மடங்களும் இருக்கின்றன. அதனுடைய தலைமை மடமாக இருப்பது டர்பன் என்ற நகரத்தில் இருக்கின்றது. அந்த தலைமை மடத்திலிருந்து செயலாளராக இருக்கின்ற சுவாமிஜி அவர்கள், சுவாமி ஸ்வாத்மாராமானந்தஜி மகாராஜ் அவர்கள் நம்முடைய விழுப்புரம் மடத்திற்கு இன்று வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். 1988 மடத்தில் சேர்ந்து ஸ்ரீமத் சுவாமி தபஸ்யானந்தஜி மகாராஜ் அவரிடத்தில் தீட்சை பெற்று, ஸ்ரீமத் சுவாமி பூதேஷானந்தஜி மகாராஜ் அவரிடத்தில் சந்நியாசம் பெற்று 35 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு மேலாக பகவான் ஸ்ரீராமகிருஷ்ணனுடைய சேவையை துறவியாக இருந்து ஆற்றிக்கொண்டிருக்கின்றார். பெங்களூர் மாநகரத்தில் 29 வருடங்களாக அவர் சேவை செய்தார். பெங்களூரில் நமக்கு 3 மடங்கள் இருக்கின்றன. பசவன்குடி என்ற இடத்தில் ஒரு இருக்கின்ற மடத்தில் 29 ஆண்டுகளும், இப்பொழுது 6 ஆண்டுகளாக சவுத் ஆப்பிரிக்கா தேசத்திலும் சேவை செய்து வருகின்றார். நான் பெங்களூரில் இருக்கும் பொழுது மகாராஜருடைய சத்சங்கத்தில் இருக்கின்ற பாக்கியம் எனக்கு கிடைத்தது. அதனால் அவரை வேண்டி கேட்டுக்கொண்டேன். வெளியூர் நாட்டிலிருந்து வந்திருக்கிறீர்கள், வாருங்கள் எங்களுடைய சென்டருக்கு என்று இன்று வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். நமக்கு அழகாக இன்னைக்கு சத்சங்க நாளாக போயிடுது. அதனால் ஒரு பாக்கியம். ரொம்ப அருமையான குரல் வளம் படைத்தவர், சாஸ்திரத்தில் அதிக தேர்ச்சி பெற்றவர், ஆங்கிலத்தில் புலமையும் சம்ஸ்கிருதத்தில் புலமையும் மிகுந்தவர். இன்று அவர் நமக்கு இன்னிசை மூலமாகவே சத்சங்கத்தை வழங்குவார். மகாராஜ் அவர்களை உங்கள் அனைவருடைய சார்பாகவும் குழந்தைகளுடைய சார்பாகவும் வருக வருக என்று சிரம் தாழ்த்தி வணங்கி வரவேற்கின்றோம்.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्. महागणपतये नमः. प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती. धीनामवित्र्यवतु. वाग्देव्यै नमः. ओम. स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. I can understand Tamil, but I cannot speak Tamil. I am very sorry for that. So, vanakkam to everybody. So, I will be speaking in English. I will make it as simple as possible so that all of you can understand. And I will be combining my talk with bhajans. All of us, especially teachers, have assembled here. I first bow down to the feet of the Lord, and I pay my special respects and namaskar to the Swamiji, all the Swamijis, and especially Ramakrishna Maharaj, who invited me to this place and gave this small talk to all of you with the bhajans. I also offer my special namaskar to all the sadhus and brahmacharis here. I am very happy to be in the midst of all of you, especially teachers. You know, teachers are the one who build the nation. You have so much of responsibility. You can shape the life of the students in whatever way you want. So if we have a little change of attitude by hearing the wonderful teachings, the interpretations and the implementation given by Thakurma Swamiji, we can do the same work what we are doing in a better way. You know, there was a classroom and a new teacher came to the class to teach the students. They were maybe in the primary school. It so happened the teacher wanted to test the students. He asked them, students, can you tell me who is greater? Is the mother greater or teacher greater? You know, generally the answer in our Indian society is, mother is greater. But one of the girl there, the primary school girl, maybe in the 6th standard, she stood up and told, sir, teacher is greater than my mother. The teacher was surprised. Can you explain? Then the girl told, sir, my mother has 4 children. One small baby which will be put in the cradle, my mother will take so much of time to put that small baby into the cradle and put it into sleep. Maybe it will take half an hour to sing the lullaby and make that child to go to sleep. Then there is another child a little bigger than that. She has to make that child to sleep on the bed and make it to sleep. She may take another half an hour. And the other child, the elderly child, she will feel so difficult to put it into sleep. But sir, the moment you start the lesson, all the 60 children in the class will go to sleep so quickly. So, teacher is greater than mother. That was the opinion of that child. But in reality, that is not so. How is teacher greater than, or the guru is greater than the mother? You know, our Indian society, especially in the Vedas, especially in our scriptures, we tell Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo, Maheshwaraha, Guruhu Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So the position of the teacher is very, very high in our society. How is that? We should know that. You know, Swami Vivekananda explains that. He tells, all of you know what is charity, dana. Isn't it, mother? The Tamil word is also danam. So dana. He tells the lowest in the grade is annadanam. Why? If you give annadana to any poor man, his hunger, the bondage of hunger will be satiated maybe for 4 hours, 5 hours. After 4 hours or 5 hours, he will feel hungry again. This itself you can keep it near the mic. Now, if Annadanam is at the lower scale, Swami Vivekananda tells, higher than that is Vastradanam. You know, the cloth. We cover the body with the cloth for the Mana Rakshana. So if you give cloth, Vastradanam to anybody, Vivekananda tells, that will remove the bondage of Mana Danam, or covering the modesty, for maybe 6 months or 1 year. Suppose the next higher than that dhanam is pranadhanam. Suppose somebody is sick, somebody has got some disease. If you serve them, if you give them medicine, if you give them diet and other things, then he will come back to health and he can stand on his own feet and earn his money for maybe 2 years or 3 years. So the bondage removed here is little more higher. So pranadhanam, giving medicines and service and diet, is still higher. Then Swami Vivekananda tells, higher than pranadhanam, annadhanam, vastradhanam, pranadhanam, is vidyadhanam. Why? In Vidya, there are 2 types of Vidya. One is Anna Vidya. What is Anna Vidya? You teach whatever the teachers are teaching now, by which we can earn our living. Anna Vidya. Bread-winning education, science, arts, commerce, so many different branches of studies are there. All that is called Apara Vidya. Higher than that is Paravidya, spiritual knowledge, or the moral, the values which you give to the children or anybody, that is still higher. Now, all of you teachers are giving this wonderful dhanam, the highest dhanam, that is Vidyadhana, education to the children and everybody. So, you are placed in a very high place in the society where you are serving by giving the highest dhanam, Vidyadhanam. Higher than this bread-winning education is Paravidya. Why is education the highest? Why is Vidyadhanam the highest? You know, it removes the bondages for this whole life. If somebody gets education, he gets educated, he can work and earn his own living, look after his family. He can also look after other people with the salary and the money he earns by his education. So the whole life bondage is removed. That's why the highest dhanam is Vidyadhanam. All of you are giving that. Higher than that is spiritual knowledge, Paravidya. Why is it so important than higher than this other bread-winning education? Because Vivekananda tells it removes the bondage of not only this life, but also of all the other lives, wherever, even after death, even in our next life, even in any birth. If you are given spiritual education, that is the Vidyadhana, highest Paravidya, it can remove the bondage of lives to come too. That's why it is highest. Now, the Guru, the spiritual Gurus, the Swamis, the Sannyasins, they can give that. But if you start giving that values, the ethics, the morality, together with education, then you will be the highest in the order, in the society. That's why we revere, our society reveres teachers, Guru, higher than father and mother because of this greater value. So, to praise that Guru, see, yours is a principle. In our Hindu society, we call all the deities gods and goddesses. There are so many gods and goddesses. God is only one. But how many gods and goddesses are there in our Hindu pantheon? Guru is also a god. So they represent some ideals, adarsha, to show the society. They keep ideals in front of the society. That's why we have so many gods and goddesses. Now Guru has this wonderful ideal, the adarsha. So to praise that principle, the adarsha, I will teach you a song, a simple song on Guru. So we can sing that wonderful song on the Guru. Please repeat this song after me. குருவே தாய் குருவே தந்தை குருவே தாய் குருவே குருவே தந்தை குருவே தெய்வதாதாரா குருவே தெய்வதாதாரா. I request all of you to sing this song after me. It is very simple. குருவே தாய் குருவே தந்தை குருவே தாய் குருவே தந்தை குருவே தெய்வதாதாரா குருவே தெய்வம் தாதாரா குருவே பந்து दया सिंधु गुरुवे बंधु दया सिंधु गुरुवे कृपेय साकार गुरुवे कृपेय साकार. गुरुवे ब्रह्मा गुरुवे विष्णु गुरुवे ब्रह्मा गुरुवे विष्णु गुरुवे वर महेश्वर गुरुवे वर महेश्वर गुरु परतर पर ब्रह्मा गुरु परतर पर ब्रह्म गुरुवे सकल आधार गुरुवे सकल आधार गुरुवे ताई गुरुवे तंदै गुरुवे ताई गुरुवे तंदै गुरुवे दैवदातार गुरुवे दैवदातारा गुरुवे दैवदातारा गुरुवे दैवदातारा. Now we are all in this ashramam, Ramakrishna Madam. Who is this person called Ramakrishna? Recently, I had gone to the pilgrimage in Gaya, in Bihar, near Patna. There is a place called Gaya. Father of Sri Ramakrishna, Kshudirama Chattopadhyaya, when he had gone there, he had a dream whereby Gadadhara Vishnu told that he will be coming to his family as his son. So that's why when Ramakrishna was born, he was named as Gadadhara. Gadadhara Vishnu. So that Narayana or Vishnu has come down to this earth, avatara. You know what is the meaning of avatara in Sanskrit? We have a very peculiar idea of avatara. But in reality, avatara means descending down, coming down to our plane, avatarana. So the Lord from his higher plane, he comes down to our level. So that is all the Rama, Krishna, so many avatars you can find. But earlier, you would see the avatars would have so many weapons. Rama had bow and arrow, Krishna had the Sudarshana Chakra. The Lord Gadadhara himself is having Gada, Vishnu, Shankha, Chakra, everything. But here in this avatar, Sri Ramakrishna doesn't have any weapons. What kind of avatar is this? You know, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadata atmanam sujamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. So to protect the good people and to punish or destroy vinashaya cha dushkritam. In those days, long back, there were asuras, rakshasas and devatas and human beings. Now the Lord would come, kill the bad people and protect the good people. Now, if he goes to kill the bad people, we have equal amount of bad quality and good quality in us. Then if the Lord starts killing, then all of us have to go. That's why in this avatara, have you noticed, in the Krita Yuga, Asuras, the Rakshasas, were in different loka. Devatas were in different loka. Then if you come to the period of Ramachandra, Treta Yuga, now the Rakshasas, Asuras were in different countries, Sri Lanka and India. You see, during Krishna's period, Dwapara Yuga, the Asuras have come to the same family, Kuru family. Pandavas and Kauravas in the same family, Asuras and the human beings. What about in Kali Yuga now? It has come to the same human being, all of us. Both Asuras, the negative qualities, bad qualities, and Devatas, the good qualities are within us. So if the Lord wants to kill the bad qualities or the bad people, all of us have to go. That's why in this avatar no weapons. Then what is Ramakrishna in this avatar doing? He will be doing definitely paritranaya sadhunam, protecting the good people. But what about the bad people? Parivartanaya dushkritam, transformation of the bad people. So that is the speciality of this avatara. That's why no weapons. He will be transforming all of us. Whatever bad qualities we have, in this avatara, Ramakrishna has come to transform all of us. That's why no weapons. The weapon of humility, the weapon of namaskara he has bought. So that is Sri Ramakrishna. We all know that Gadadhara Vishnu has taken the avatara of Sri Ramakrishna. So we shall praise that Gadadhara Vishnu, the Narayana. One, I will teach you one beautiful song on Lord Narayana. I request all of you to repeat this song after me. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Please repeat this song after me. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. All of you. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narayana. Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narayana. Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narayana. Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narayana. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narayana. Krishna, Rama, Govinda, Narayana. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Rama, Krishna, Govinda, Narayana. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Sriman Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Sriman Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. The same song we shall sing a little louder and faster. You know, Sri Ramakrishna is told, if you sing the name of the Lord with great devotion, all our sins from our mind and body, all the impurities will go away. It's so easy to put out the impurities and sins, papam. So, we shall sing loudly the same song of the Narayana, the name of Narayana. Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Narayana Narayana Narayana, Narayana Narayana Narayana, Sriman Narayana Narayana Narayana, Sriman Narayana Narayana Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Krishna Rama Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Ramakrishna Govinda Narayana, Narayana Narayana Narayana, Narayana Narayana Narayana, Sriman Narayana Narayana Narayana, Sriman Narayana Narayana Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Lakshmi Narayana, Satya Narayana Satya Narayana, Satya Narayana Satya Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Lakshmi Narayana, Sriman Narayana Sriman Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Lakshmi Narayana, Sriman Narayana Sriman Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana Lakshmi Narayana, Sriman Narayana Narayana, Satya Narayana Satya Narayana, Satya Narayana Satya Narayana, Satya Narayana Satya Narayana, Satya Narayana Satya Narayana. You sang the name of the Lord so loudly and so nicely. Definitely Gadadhara Vishnu will be very pleased. Now we should understand what is this concept of gods and goddesses in our Hindu pantheon. As I told you, all these 330 millions of gods, Tetisa Koti Devata, Devadevis, they represent certain ideals. You know, there are so many different kind of people. They have different taste. They are at different levels of evolution. So, that one God, Nirakara Nirguna Parabrahma, he comes down to our level, takes this different rupa, takes this different qualities, guna, so that we will find different ideals for us to move upwards, ascend towards him. That's why he has descended down to our level. So now, once Swami Shardanandaji Maharaj, the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, was telling something not so good about Lord Ganesha. He didn't have high respect towards Ganesha. He was teasing or taunting Ganesha, Swami Shardanandaji Maharaj, when he was a young boy. At that time, he was taunting, telling that pot belly, big belly, Lambodara, then eating lot of laddus and sweets. Then Ramakrishna chided him, scolded him. No, you should not talk like that. He is a great soul. Ganesha is very, very great. You know why we all worship him? First, Pratama Puja. So then Ramakrishna tells a beautiful story. By this story, we will come to have a wonderful idea of what we are and what is God. Now, Ramakrishna tells to Shardanandaji Maharaj as a small boy that Ganesha, when he was maybe 5 or 6 years old, a small child, he was going out playing, he got a she cat, female cat. You know, the children, when they get a cat or an animal, what do? The children, they play with that. They will pull the ears, they will pull the tails, they will pinch it, they will do so many things to the cat or any animal. It is not out of cruelty, but it is innocence, mugdhata. So Ganesha was also playing like that. He was pinching, pulling, pushing, pulling the ears. Somehow that she cat, female cat, escaped from Ganesha and ran away. Ganesha, small child, he forgot about that and came back to Mother Parvati, Mother Durga. Maybe he wanted modaka, sweet or something, he came. But to his surprise, when he came there, he saw his mother Parvati, her body is covered with wounds, bruises and so many other things. Ganesha, you know, the ideal of Ganesha, Lord Ganesha, is Matru Bhakti, devotion to mother. Is the ideal. He shows us that ideal, how should we treat our mother. So he had so much of devotion and love towards his mother. He asked, Mother, who did this to you? So much of wounds, so much of bruises. Then Mother Parvati laughed, smiled at this child Ganesha and told, my dear child, it is you who did this to me. Ganesha was very much upset. He started crying. How can I do this to my mother Parvati? Hurt my mother. Then Mother Parvati told, my dear child, did you hurt any animal today? Yes, Mother. I had got a cat, she cat. While playing, I just pulled its ears and hurt it. Yes. Did the owner of that cat hurt you? No, it is you who did it. Then Ganesha started crying. Then Mother Parvati told, my dear child, from today onwards, know for certain, in all the female beings, whether it is cat, whether it is insects, whether it is birds, whether it is human beings, in all the female beings, your mother Parvati, I exist. In all the male beings, whether it is birds, human beings, insects, anything, all the male beings, your father Shiva exists. Ganesha kept that in his heart and started behaving in such a way that he started seeing his mother in all the female beings. You know, the Ramakrishna tells to Shardanandaji, the highest ideal of spirituality is to see God in all the living beings and serve them. So Ganesha, because of that highest knowledge, he is worshipped first, Ramakrishna tells. That's why he is worshipped first, Pratama Pujana. Then Shardanandaji got so much of devotion and respect towards Ganesha. So that is Ganesha standing with that ideal of Matru Bhakti, seeing his mother in all the female beings, seeing his father in all the male beings. If you teachers teach this wonderful principle to the children, this code of conduct, this morality, this ethics, these values, can any boys or males hurt the mothers? When they come to know it is the Divine Mother who is present in all the female beings, can anybody hurt? Or even the female beings, if they come to know it is Lord Shiva who is existing in all the male beings, can they ill-treat them? Instead, we will start serving them. So now, as teachers, not only should you give the knowledge, the worldly knowledge, the bookish knowledge, we should also combine these wonderful things and then give them. So, Ganesha is representing this wonderful ideal of Matru Bhakti. There is so much of crime against women now. You will be hearing it in newspaper. You will be reading it in the newspaper, seeing it in the TV. If you give this ideal, this wonderful principle which Sri Ramakrishna had told about Ganesha, seeing Divine Mother in all the female beings, your own mother in all the female beings, I think we can reduce that crime and all the things in this world. So it is the responsibility of the teachers to bring in such values and inculcate that into the children. Now, to get that wonderful idea, let us praise Lord Ganesha. I'm going to teach you a wonderful song on Ganesha. Please repeat this song after me. We will sing this song with so much of devotion that value, that ideal, that adarsha inculcated by Ganesha will come to us. Ganesha will bless us with all that wonderful knowledge and value. Ramakrishna again tells, if there was congregation and Sankirtan, Ramakrishna would go and take the dust of that place where the devotees had sung. When somebody objected, "Oh Lord, you are our Guru, you are our Ishta Devata. Why should you take the foot dust of the devotees?" Then Ramakrishna told, "No, I am not taking the foot dust of the devotees. When all the devotees people do the Sankirtan, gather together and sing the name of the Lord, then that particular god or goddess will come to that place to hear how my devotees are singing. That's why I took the foot dust of the Lord who had come." In Bhagavata, Lord Narayana tells to Narada, "Naham vasami Vaikunthe." "O Narada, I don't live in Vaikuntha. Yogi nam hridayena cha. I don't live in the heart of the yogis. Yatra mad bhaktaha gayanti. Wherever my devotees sing my praises, I will be there." So when you sing the name of the Lord, then the Lord will come to you and bless you. This is the words of Sri Ramakrishna. So we shall sing the name of Lord Ganesha with great devotion. Vighna vinashaka gananatha, Vighna vinashaka gananatha, Gajanana he Gajavadana, Gajanana he Gajavadana, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Vidyadayaka Gananatha, Vidyadayaka Gananatha, Girijanandana Gananatha, Girijanandana Gananatha, Gajanana he Gajavadana, Gajanana he Gajavadana, Vighna vinashaka gananatha, Vighna vinashaka gananatha, Gajanana he Gajavadana, Gajanana he Gajavadana, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Vidyadayaka Gananatha, Vidyadayaka Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Gananatha he Gananatha, Vidyadayaka विद्यादायक गणनाथ विद्यादायक गणनाथ गिरिजानंदन गणनाथ गिरिजानंदन गणनाथ गजानन हे गजबदना गजानन हे गजबदना गजानन हे गजबदना गजानन हे गजबदना गजानन हे गजबदना. Once in Dakshineshwar, Ramakrishna was sitting there, they were reading the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Vivekananda as a youth was also sitting there. Many other youths who would become the direct disciples, the sannyasins, with Vivekananda, they were also sitting. Many other devotees, householder devotees were sitting. When that work of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings were read to serve the Vaishnavas, devotion to Vaishnavas. And there was one term, that is Jive Daya. When the word uttered Jive Daya, meaning mercy or compassion to the living beings, Ramakrishna heard that word Jive Daya. He went into Samadhi, very high state of yoga. And while coming down, he told, what? Jive Daya? Who are you to show daya? Who are you to show compassion to the living beings? You are a yakaschit manava, you are an ordinary human being. How can you show daya? You need daya. We human beings need daya. Only Ishvara, the Lord, can show daya. We can't show daya. Then are we not supposed to show daya to the living beings? It's not like that. Ramakrishna tells, daya knowing seva. It's not sympathy, but empathy. What do? We see some child crying, oh pity, it should not, pabam, we will tell and go away. That's all. So, here Ramakrishna tells it is not daya, seva. Not sympathy, empathy. The daya should be converted into service. What kind of service? Now, Ganesha taught us the ideal that you should see in all the living beings, female beings, the Divine Mother Parvati, our own mother, and in all the male beings, Shiva. Now Ramakrishna is telling, Daya Noi, Seva. What kind of Seva? Shiva Gnane Jiva Seva. Shiva Gnane Jiva Seva. Seeing Lord Shiva in all the living beings, you have to serve them. Then we can convert it, if you are the devotees of Krishna, Madhava Gnane Manava Seva, Janardana Gnane Jana Seva. You can do anything. It is anything, the Divine Mother, anything. So important thing, when you see God in all the living beings, can you keep quiet? You should start serving them. So it should be expressed in service, serving them as teachers. Now, we got the ideal from Ganesha. We have to see Lord Shiva and Parvati or Narayana and Lakshmi in all the living beings. Then should we keep quiet? The teachers now have to change their attitude. Now to see the Lord, it should not stop there, but it should end with service. Serving them. Now let us sing a beautiful song on Lord Shiva. After that, we will see how to serve with the help of Swami Vivekananda. See, in our order, they tell, Ramakrishna is inspiration, he gives us inspiration. Swami Vivekananda gives us interpretation. Then what about Holy Mother Sharda Devi? She does implementation. Inspiration by Ramakrishna, interpretation by Swami Vivekananda, and somebody has to put it into practice, isn't it? In the midst of all the difficulties, somebody should put all these higher teachings into practice. That is implementation. It is done by Ma Sharada. So now, to see Lord Shiva in everybody as Swami Vivekananda has given this idea. When he heard this wonderful words, he told, today Ramakrishna has given the highest practical Vedantic teaching. If I get an opportunity, I will spread this teaching to every house of the world, everywhere in the world I will go and preach. So now, that is what Swami Vivekananda has done, started this Ramakrishna Ashrama everywhere. Here also in Villupuram, you are doing the service. So now, with this attitude which Ramakrishna has given and Vivekananda has interpreted, Shivagnane Jiva Seva. You have to serve the children and everybody. Now, let us sing that wonderful song of Lord Shiva. I will teach that song. Please sing this beautiful song after me. As small children, we had competition for getting more sweets and chocolates. As students, we have competition to get marks and also win the prize. When you grow up, you have competition to earn money, build buildings, get cars and other vehicles. So all our life is full of competition. Have you participated in a special competition in your life? Who will sing the name of the Lord loudly and faster? Has anybody participated in this competition? So today we will have this competition. So if there is any competition, then there should be two parties, isn't it? So which are the two parties? Here about 200 or 150 people are here and one party. And now with our harmonium musical instrument, with our tabla person and me and this Maikasura, all of us another party. So we will see who will sing the name of Lord Shiva fast and loud. So let us see who is going to win. So it's a very simple Namavali. Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadeva. So easy, isn't it? Mantra of Lord Shiva. Then Om Shiva Shankara, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. That's all. This is the very simple Namavali. Let us see the first bout. See, in the boxing or competition, it's called bouts. So the first bout begins now. Let us see who will win this competition. Namah Parvati Pataye, Namah Parvati Pataye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, 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 Hara Hara Mahadeva. Namah Parvati Pataye, Namah Parvati Pataye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Hara Hara Mahadeva. So in the first competition, first bout, both are equal in this sing speed and loud. So we'll go to the second now. Namah Parvati Pataye, Namah Parvati Pataye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Hara Mahadeva, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Hara Hara Mahadeva. Namah Parvati Pataye, Namah Parvati Pataye, Hara Hara Mahadeva, Hara Hara the speciality, it is a tongue twister. Om Shiva Shankara, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Now, please repeat that. Om Shiva Shankara, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jaya Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jaya Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. You are slowly losing the battle now. You should not lose, you should win. I should lose. Please sing that loudly and fast. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Shiva. Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Samba Sada Sambasada Shiva, Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara, Shambho Shankara, Sambasada Shiva, Om Shiva Shankara, Jai Shiva Shankara. Namah Parvati Pataye, Namah Parvati Pataye, Har Har Mahadeva, Har Har Mahadeva. Now, with the help of, I think I have taken all the time which was given to me. Finally, I'll just close my talk singing one song on Ramakrishna. Now, how to bring out this teaching in our school when we are teaching the students? There was one sculptor, or there was a temple construction going on. There were so many sculptors chiseling so many beautiful images. One press reporter went there and asked one of the sculptors who was sculpting, "What are you doing?" That person replied, "Are you blind? Can't you see? I'm having hammer, I'm having a chisel, I'm just making an image." He went to the next person and asked, "What are you doing?" The same question. That sculptor told, "See, I have to do my duty, I have my responsibility, there are children and wife in the house, I have to look after them, so I have to earn my livelihood, so I am sculpting, making images." Then he went to the third person. He was also doing the same job. He asked him, "What are you doing?" A great person is building the temple of Lord Shiva. I am doing the service of building this temple and serving Lord Shiva. All the three were sculptors doing the same job. But the reply of the first person was, "Can't you see? Are you blind? I am just knocking off some stone chips." That was the attitude. So if we teach our students with this attitude, it will not be beneficial to both of you. What is the next attitude? Yes, I have to do my duty, I have to earn the money, I am doing some work. But what about the third person? Told, I am serving the Lord. I am doing the work of building this beautiful temple. When one person who was sweeping in NASA was asked by a reporter, "What are you doing?" He told, "I am doing my bit of service to put the rocket onto the moon or the Mars." Though he was sweeping, but his attitude was so high. So, when you are serving the students, what should be your attitude? The attitude is, I am serving the children, seeing the Lord in them. Yes, we may be doing the work for salary, we may be doing some work, but if you change your attitude with this way, if you serve, even that ordinary work will be converted into worship. That's why Vivekananda tells we should start with work and worship separate. Then after some days it will be transformed into work as worship, and finally it should be work is worship. Work is worship. We shall work, do this. We have got a great opportunity to come to this wonderful place, the place of Sri Ramakrishna, who is the avatar of Lord Narayana himself. Lord Shiva has come in the form of Vivekananda, and the Divine Mother Saraswati has come here as Mother Sharda Devi. So it's a great opportunity for all of you read the lives of these great souls and the teachings and implement that. While you are doing that, combine your education giving to the children, not only just ordinary worldly education, the breadwinning education, also the ethics, the morality, and the spiritual values can be given to them. Then your life also will be now become divine. Finally, I will sing one song on Ramakrishna and end today's program. C sharp. this particular song on Ramakrishna and Sharda Devi is sung by the people there in South Africa. You know that many people from Tamil Nadu have gone long back in 1860 and they have settled there in South Africa. Not only from Tamil Nadu and Andhra, people from Bihar and UP also have gone there. So they have forgotten their motherland, but they are keeping their religion intact and following all the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna very nicely. So they love Sri Ramakrishna and sing this wonderful song on Ramakrishna. I have learnt it there and I will sing this song alone. You can hear it. परम दयाल प्रभु परम दयाल राम कृष्ण प्रभु परम दयाल परम दयाल प्रभु परम दयाल राम कृष्ण प्रभु परम दयाल परम कृपाल माँ परम कृपाल श्री माँ शारदा परम कृपाल माँ परम कृपाल श्री माँ शारदा परम कृपाल करुणा सागर युग अवतार नैया हमारी करो भव पार करुणा सागर युग अवतार नैया हमारी करो भव पार परम दयाल प्रभु परम दयाल राम कृष्ण प्रभु 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 परम दयाल परम कृपाल माँ परम कृपाल श्री माँ शारदा परम कृपाल माँ परम कृपाल श्री माँ शारदा परम कृपाल करुणा सागर युग अवतार नैया हमारी करो भव पार परम दयाल प्रभु परम दयाल राम कृष्ण प्रभु परम दयाल प्रभु परम दयाल राम कृष्ण प्रभु परम दयाल प्रभु परम दयाल राम कृष्ण प्रभु परम दयाल ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु थैंक यू नंद्री वणक्कम जय
जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय श्री महामाई की जय श्री स्वामी जी महाराज जी की भगवान श्री रामकृष्णருடைய அனுகிரகன்றது இதுதான். நம்முடைய தினசரி கடமைகள் மத்தியில் மனித வாழ்க்கையினுடைய லட்சியத்தை மறுபடியும் நமக்கு ஞாபகப்படுத்தி சாதாரணமாக நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில் நடக்கின்ற விஷயங்களையே ஆன்மீக சாதனைகளாக மாற்றுவது எப்படி, வாழ்க்கையில் கடைபிடிப்பது எப்படி என்பதை நமக்கு அடிக்கடி ஞாபகப்படுத்துவதற்காகவே சாது சங்கத்தை நமக்கு அவ்வப்பொழுது கொடுக்கின்றார். நாம் எல்லாம் இன்று பாக்கியசாலிகள். 1 மணி நேரம் எப்படி போச்சுனே தெரியல. ஆரம்பித்த மாதிரி இருந்தது, பார்த்தா 1 மணி நேரம் ஆயிடுத்து. ஸ்ரீமத் சுவாமி ஸ்வாத்மாராமானந்துடைய அந்த இனிமையான குரல் வளம் குயில் கூவுனா மாதிரி இருந்தது இல்லையா? அப்புறம் அவருடைய சம்ஸ்கிருத புலமை, எளிமையாக மிகப்பெரிய தத்துவங்களை சொல்லக்கூடிய ஒரு திறன், ஆங்கிலத்தில் புலமை, அப்புறம் நம்மளெல்லாம் சின்ன குழந்தைகளாக்கி சாக்லேட்டுக்கு போட்டி போட்டால் மாதிரி பஜனைக்கும் போட்டி போடுங்கன்னு சொல்லி எல்லோரையும் இந்த அற்புதமான சத்சங்கத்தில் ஈடுபடுத்தி மன அமைதியும் பஜனானந்தத்தையும் கொடுத்தார். 3 விதமான ஆனந்தம் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஒன்று எல்லோருக்கும் தெரிஞ்ச ஆனந்தம், என்னது? போஜனானந்தம். 5 இந்திரியங்கள் மூலமாக நம்ம சாப்பிட்ற விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு இல்லையா? வாய், கண், காது, மூக்கு வழியாக எப்போதும் சாப்பிட்டுட்டே இருக்கிறோம். ஆனால் அது திருப்தி அடைஞ்ச மாதிரி தெரியல. அது போஜனானந்தம். அடுத்த நிலையில் இருக்கின்ற ஆனந்தம் மனம் அமைதி அடையும் பொழுது, இறைவனிடத்தில் ஒன்றுபடும் பொழுது ஏற்படுகின்ற ஆனந்தம் பஜனானந்தம். 3ஆவதாக இருப்பது மகான்களுடைய உள்ளத்தில் எழுகின்ற ஆனந்தம் ஆத்மானந்தம். நமக்கு ஆத்மானந்தம் இந்த ஜென்மத்திலேயே கிடைக்கணும் என்று பிரார்த்தனை செய்து கொண்டு அவ்வப்பொழுது பஜனானந்தத்தை நமக்கு வழங்கக்கூடிய சாதுக்கள் மறுபடியும் நம்முடைய மடத்திற்கு வந்து நம்ம எல்லாம் ஆசீர்வதிக்க வேண்டும் என்று பகவானை பிரார்த்தனை செய்து உங்கள் அனைவரின் சார்பாகவும் மகாராஜுடைய திருவடிகளில் விழுந்து வணங்கி நமஸ்காரம் செய்கின்றேன். இன்றைய சத்சங்கம் இன்றோடு முடிந்தது. இப்பொழுது எல்லோரும் மகாராஜுக்கு வந்து பிரணாம் செய்து கொண்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் பிரசாதம் பெற்றுக்கொண்டு செல்லலாம். ஜெய ராமகிருஷ்ணா.